Good day, everyone. In this video, I will be presenting to you technology-oriented teaching strategies of the three approaches that I presented in the previous video. Before going to the specific teaching strategies, let us revisit first technology integration model, specifically the SUM-R model, which illustrated to us a certain level, whether enhancement or transformation, when we integrate technology in our teaching and learning. For transformation, this is the redefinition and modification. And for the enhancement level, these are augmentation and substitution that you can choose based on your available resources, on your learning objective, and the competencies that you would like to develop in your class. In the previous video, I presented to you three technology-oriented approaches of flexible learning in the context of limited face-to-face. These are the blended learning, hybrid learning, and the high-flex learning. And the next question is, what are the specific technology-oriented teaching strategies of each of these approaches? During the pandemic, we learned about synchronous learning or remote learning, asynchronous learning, bichronous learning, flipped learning, micro learning, personalized learning, and gamification. All of these could serve as a framework or basis in the teaching approaches that I will be presenting to you. You look at the kind of integration level, whether if you want to enhance your teaching and learning using the technology, or you want to transform your teaching and learning design either in modification or redefinition. And looking back also of the different skills and competencies that you acquired in relation to flipped learning, micro learning, personalized learning, gamification, the synchronous, asynchronous, and bichronous learning. Blended learning happens in face-to-face sessions and online, with both modalities integrated into a cohesive learning experience. Online materials in blended learning are meant to complement, supplement, and build upon rather than replace face to face time. In the next slides, I'll be presenting to you the different teaching strategies of each of the approaches that I presented to you. Take a look on the in-person or classroom column, and so with the technology column, whether it is offline or online. In the conventional blended learning, the lecture and discussion, or I call it knowledge deepening, will be done inside the classroom. And what is the role of the technology in terms or during the lecture? It will serve as the repository of teaching resources like your PowerPoint presentations, your videos, and some reading materials. Activities, performance tasks, skills validation, skills demonstration will be done inside the classroom, while the technology component can be used for activity submissions like terminal reports, assignments, and the assessment in the conventional blended learning can be done inside the classroom. The role of the technology is using an electronic class record to support the assessment. In the conventional blended learning model, there is no technology required inside the classroom. The second teaching strategy for the blended learning approach is the so-called enriched blended learning. Enriched blended learning during lecture, you will use your pre-recorded videos inside the classroom, because I am sure you have already your pre-recorded videos that you can reuse from the last 2 years, while the technology during the lecture will serve like a repository of your teaching resources. Activities and some other performance tasks is similar to the conventional, where the activity submissions can support using the technology. The assessment can be done inside the classroom and can be a paper based, while recording of the scores can be done using the electronic class record. In the enriched blended learning, a computer with a speaker and a projector with internet connectivity is a requirement inside the classroom. The third strategy under blended learning approach is, I call it, advanced blended learning. Advanced blended learning requires a computer inside the classroom with a speaker, a projector, inside the computer laboratory with an internet connectivity. Why? Because in an advanced blended learning, assessment is computerized. Assessment is online, but this time this is proctored. That is why it needs to be done inside a room with computer. The exam should be kept or should be delivered in your learning management system. It could be in a bring your own device context or in a computer laboratory. During the lecture, in an advanced blended learning, similar to the Enrich, you can use your pre-recorded videos during lecture and some activities or performance, and the skills validation can be done inside the classroom. For the technology component during the performance tasks or activities, your formative assessment could be done using your learning management system. Still, activity submissions can be done via your learning management system, and the use of electronic class record can be incorporated in the advanced blended learning. So there are three teaching strategies under blended learning approach: the traditional, the enriched, and the advanced blended learning.